cleaning business. I've been asked probably 8 times this week, mainly at TikTok. What do I do? How do I start up a new business? I'm too scared to start it up. I've got a full-time job, but I'm fed up of being behind a desk. I'm fed up of being in the same place. It's always the same question. It's why we all do it. My recommendations, I think social media obviously is a massive advertiser, but I don't think you can beat a traditional leaflet. I don't even know where mine are. I think you could beat a traditional leaflet. Jet washing services, business logo, names, before and afters. Get out. Make sure you're wearing some form of shirt or uniform that, you know, shows people that you are who you say you are, that you are with a business, that it is your business. Don't just go knocking doors in tracksuit bottoms, trainers, and an Adidas hoodie. You want to look like you've been in the, you know, in the industry for longer than, you know, be honest, but you want to look professional. I understand for some people a signed written van and stuff can be a distant, you know, a far away plan, and some people don't want to invest and get, you know, scared with the investment of a new business. How I started mine, and I only started in October last year, and I absolutely love it. Have admittedly been self-employed pretty much all my life, landscaping, so I do understand how things work. But I've started renting my jet wash to start with. It was a towable jet wash with a tank. It was about 120 quid a week. So what I would do is I'd have a week jet washing, Monday to Friday, have a week quoting, leafleting, canvassing, knocking doors, businesses, etc. Following week, I've booked the work in, I've got the equipment, but you only have to have one job to cover you that whole week, really, rental. And it's a good way to start without committing to have that garage full of equipment that you may not use, you may use. But yeah, leafleting, guys, it's the key. Even now, down the line, 80% of my work comes from leafleting. I don't just post it through doors and just mass post, blah, 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 blah. I like to knock a door. I like to introduce myself. I like to put a familiar face, a voice with that leaflet. I like to say, you know, who I am, what I'm doing, where I'm from. I think we're just wrapped up in a world now where no one likes talking to each other. And I think the good thing with leaflets as well is not all of your business, but a good amount of your business is going to be older people who possibly aren't capable of either doing the work, or they're in a position where they're retired, they don't want to spend their time jet washing or cleaning outside. They haven't always got Facebook, haven't always got Instagram, haven't always got TikTok. So they rely on looking for businesses in the paper, recommendations and leaflets. But like I said, knock them doors. I target drives, I target houses with dirty drives, mainly block paver drives. That's how I do my leafleting. I'm not just wasting hundreds and hundreds of leaflets then. I knock a door, hi, just like to give you a leaflet, I'm in the area, I do external cleaning. Today I'd just like to give you a price on your drive, which is, but give them the price there and then. Have it ready in your head before you knock the door, just so you're not stuttering, because it just shows confidence, shows you know what you're on about, shows you know what you're doing. And touch base with other businesses, guys. There's a few locally that just don't like to work with other people, but every time I see a window cleaning van, I'll beat the owner, put my hand up. Every time I see an external cleaning company, I'll say hello. There's going to be jobs that other people don't want to take on. There's going to be jobs that other people can't take on, and you can mop them up. You can take them jobs on to start with. You may have to do jobs you don't want to do, but as long as you get paid, who cares? I touched base, I think it was about a week and a half ago. I was cleaning the drive, I was cleaning gutters, and the window cleaner turned up. I said, mate, crack on, I'll wait. Ended up chatting with him. He asked me a few questions about biocides, chemicals. I give him my little bit of knowledge that I have. I asked him, do you do pressure washing? Do you do cleaning? No, mainly windows. So I said, well, I don't really do windows. Give me some of your leaflets, give me some of your cards, I'll give you some of mine. I can push you some window cleaning job, blah, blah, blah. He's already got me a quote on a commercial property for cladding cleaning. He's also putting me forward on a residential park home for cleaning roofs there. And he would have just said, no, I can't do it. Instead, he's got someone he can recommend. So it's good for him, it's good for me. If if we all work together, I think in the industry, you cover a larger customer basis. It looks more professional when you recommend someone else. It just shows that, you know, you can be trusted. You know, I can't do that, but I would recommend, you know, X, Y, Z. I think to start with, if you're setting up a business, I'd go with renting a machine or buying a cheap 15-litre machine, maybe like a Parker petrol washer. I don't see the harm in getting a second-hand water-fed pole with a cheap Chinese backpack. It's all I use. I use it for, you know, I've got 2 poles, but I use it for 1 pole for window cleaning and 1 pole for my gutters, fascias, render, stuff like that. You can probably pick a second-hand pole up for 100 quid. You pick a backpack up for 60 quid. You can start doing your windows. When you finish pressure washing, you can say, would you like windows cleaning while I'm here? It'd be X amount. You can upsell. One of my best investments for upselling after being in the business a few months was the gutter vac. Probably 1 in 5 customers who have the drives done will, if you mention it and say, listen, do you want your gutters cleaning while I'm here? It'll be 80-90 £. I'm here already, it's in the van, it's no stress. Most of them will agree to have it done, and that isn't me ripping a customer off or trying to, you know, push them to spend more money. That's me offering another service they may not have had done or may not know that I offer. It's a tricky one if you're in a full-time job and you've got that regular income. It can be scary, it can be concerning. What I would say is work around your job as much as you can to start with. See if you like it, see if it's for you. Don't go quitting your job and just jumping into it straight away, because the first few months can be rough, it can be quiet, and just start now. Get to it now, start it now, start advertising, start, you know, promoting your business. Don't leave it till, oh, I'll do it in 6 months, I'll do it in 5 months. Within 6 months you can have 15, 20 regulars, you can have a commercial contract, you can have so much. So yeah, I'm happy to answer messages. I've had 2 phone calls this week saying, can you give me some advice? I'll advise where I can. I like to help people out. I like to do as much as I can to help others. So if anyone's got any questions or anyone wants any advice and you are looking into getting into exterior cleaning or pressure washing, then if I can help, guys, I will. I know as much as I know. Like I said, I've only been in it several months myself, but I do learn quite quick. I do take things on quite quick. And yeah, cheers guys, and yeah, thank you ever so much. Like and share.